Hey, Stukulele from Uke Mullum here. Thanks for stopping by. 9 years ago, I started posting on YouTube around the same time as we began our local Uke Night in Mullum, which is short for Mullumbimby. That's why this channel is called Uke Mullum. Now back then I would post little clips to help the people who were coming to the nights learn how to play the songs. One of the songs that we did was Something Stupid, made famous originally by Frank Sinatra and his daughter Nancy, and later by Nicole Kidman and that Williams chap. Yeah, so at the time I didn't know that there were copyright rules around posting an original recording. So 55,000 views later, the clip that I did is sitting there, and a few people have asked if I would actually go into detail about the strumming and the chords, and that's what we're going to do here in this video. If you analyse this song and break it down, you will see that the first verse really hangs around the G and the A minor. The G chord, I use these two fingers like so, and first finger goes on the second fret of the third string, second finger, second fret, first string, and the third finger goes in the middle, third finger, third fret, second string. That's your G. And your A minor, we're going to use our first finger in this case on the second fret of the fourth string. Now there's a reason for that, because in between all the G and the A business, you have some melody notes that are going to descend and ascend. In the case of the G, we're going from G to E minor 7, just by lifting your third finger, and then we're going to pivot our finger so that you can get the G major 7. So those three chords are G, E minor 7, pivot your finger and flatten to get the G major 7. And then we're on to the A minor. Now the reason that we've used our first finger in this case is because we want to play the Hawaiian D7 by adding our second finger to the second fret of the second string. And then the next chord after that is the A minor 9, which is adding the third finger onto the third fret of the second string. So you may as well keep your finger there because you're going straight back to it anyway. So let me play that whole section for you. 1, 2, 3, go. Section happens again, A minor, D7, A minor 9, back to D7, and then you're back onto the G major 7. And back to the G major 7, so that's G major 7, E minor 7, G major 7. Afterwards, we drop into, we have a D minor 7. So that's a D minor chord. Let's start with an F shape. So most people know that one. First finger, first fret, second string. Second finger, second fret, fourth string. Followed by our third finger in the middle on the second fret of the third string. That's a D minor chord. To make it a D minor 7, we're going to add the C note, which is down here on the third fret of the first string. D minor 7. Now you could get away with just playing a D minor if that's too tricky. Lovely sound if you can get it. Okay, so that section is, and afterwards we drop into a G7, quiet place, and have a second finger, second fret, first string, C major 7. Drink or two. followed by this tricky chord. First finger, first fret, first string, and third finger, third fret, second string, second finger, third fret, third string. That is an E flat chord. Let me play that all together. Afterwards, we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then we're back to our A minor to D7 to A minor 9. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid, like I love you, resolving to the G. So we've taken a lovely little journey to go all the way through the G chord to the A minor, and then I guess that's the next high point, and then we're back to the A minor and back to the G with all those lovely descending lines. Let me walk you through that first verse one more time. I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. And afterwards, we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. If you can't train your fingers into going to different shapes, go with what you know and add your pinky instead. Now we'll go to the second section, which is more of your G7. I can see it in your eyes, D minor 7, that you despise the same old lies that you heard the C major 7 night before. And then we're going to play an A7. First finger, first fret, third string. And though it's just a line for you, for me it's true. So that's alternating between A7 and E minor 7. And though it's just a line to you, for me it's true. I've never seen so right before. Let me walk you through that bit. I can see it in your eyes that you despise the same old lines you heard the night before. And though it's just a line to you, for me it's true, I've never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say, to make the meaning come true. But then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night so blue. 2, 3, and then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. So what follows at this point is the instrumental section, which is the form of the verse. Now, while we're playing this, I will talk about the strum pattern. Please thank my backers over at patreon.com/Uke Mullum for making this video possible. If you would like to grab the song sheet for this song, that's where you need to go now. Patreon.com/Uke Mullum. If you can't afford to become my patron, no problem whatsoever. You can do me a big favour and give the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, leave me a comment below, Watch the video all the way to the end. That's a big bonus. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Uke Mullum, please go ahead and do that now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a uke tutorial. So, strum patterns, interesting, aren't they? I don't actually stop and think to myself, I'm going to play this particular pattern and really scrutinize every little beat. I just think of the feel of the song in my mind and what comes out is natural. When I see two chords to a bar, I generally try to keep it down, up, down, up, down, up. So we have G, E minor 7, G major 7 to G. The other thing that I'm doing when I do that is giving it a backbeat. So I'm accenting the beats 2 and 4. Now, I've done a really in-depth video on how to develop a great sounding ukulele strum. If you're on YouTube, check out the link here. I'll leave a link in the description as well. On the A minor to D7. Now, what I just did then was to create a little bit of interest, because if I played it all the way the same, it would be boring. So I'm going to put in a 16th beat. So that's going to sound like this. 1, a 2, and 3, and 4, and. So that's 1, a 2. And it comes down with a chuck on the 2 beat. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, down, up. I'm not up-chucking, American people. I'm doing an upstroke and a chuck. Down, up, chuck, up, down, up, down, up. Again, always accenting the 2 and the 4 beats. 1, a 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now you'll see me do that in the original playthrough that I did on my other channel, which I will link here and in the description. Let me play that instrumental section for you and you will see all the different tricks I've just talked about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occasionally I do what some people would call a roll. That's using my pinky, ring man, middle finger, index finger, in that order. Pretty sure I've heard that called a rasguero as well, but I think the rasguero goes back the other way as well. When I use that, it might sound like this. I'll just hold a G chord. So that accent, which ends up as a mute stroke, happens on a 2 beat. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brap, I'd call that a brap. 1 brap and 3 and 4, and 1 brap and 3 and 4, and 1 brap and 3 and 4. So the only other thing we haven't talked about is the very ending of the song, which goes in between G, oh, I love that change, to the E flat. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I think on the original video, I did a cha-cha-cha at the end. Everyone's favourite thing to do on the ukulele. Okay, I hope that's given you a bit more insight into how to play this song. And like I say, you can break it down and remember it by missing out all those descending notes and doing the main chords, and that might help you to remember the form of the song when you're playing it yourself. Awesome! Thanks so much for hanging out with me all the way to the end of the video. You know that makes a big difference to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed learning how to play Something Stupid with me. I'll see you in the next one.
There's a swirl in the sun and a swirl in the sky. There's a smile on the face of everybody passing by.